Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey through time and tribulation as we recount the 10 most destructive natural disasters known to mankind. From the depths of the oceans to the heart of our cities, the forces of nature have shaped and reshaped our world. From earthquakes to hurricanes, these events have left a lasting impact on our planet and its inhabitants. Join me as we explore the sheer power of these events and witness the resilience of humanity in the face of unimaginable devastation. On December 26, 2004, a seemingly ordinary day turned into a nightmare for millions. Deep beneath the Indian Ocean, a fault line ruptured, triggering a colossal earthquake, registering a staggering 9.1 on the Richter scale. This cataclysmic event displaced trillions of tons of water, unleashing monstrous waves over 100 feet high. These waves slammed into the coastlines of 14 countries, leaving unimaginable destruction. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was the deadliest in recorded history, claiming over 230,000 lives. Entire villages were flattened, tourist resorts reduced to rubble, and families torn apart in an instant. On January 12, 2010, Haiti was dealt a devastating blow. At 4:53 p.m. local time, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake ripped through the country, its epicenter just 16 miles from Port-au-Prince. Buildings crumbled, homes collapsed, and the streets were filled with the cries of those trapped beneath the rubble. The Haitian government estimated that over 300,000 buildings were damaged or destroyed, leaving millions homeless. Hospitals, schools, and government buildings were reduced to rubble, crippling the nation's already fragile infrastructure. The earthquake triggered landslides, further complicating rescue efforts and adding to the death toll, which tragically surpassed 200,000. In late August 2005, Hurricane Katrina, a Category 5 storm, churned ominously in the Gulf of Mexico. On August 29th, Katrina, now a formidable Category 3 hurricane, slammed into the Louisiana coastline, unleashing its fury upon New Orleans. Levees designed to protect the city from flooding were overwhelmed, leading to a breach that inundated nearly 80% of the city. Homes were submerged, businesses destroyed, and iconic landmarks left scarred by the floodwaters. Over 1,800 lives were lost, and the displacement of residents was on an unprecedented scale. The response to the disaster was widely criticized, with many pointing to inadequate preparation and a slow response from authorities. On March 11, 2011, the world watched in disbelief as a triple disaster unfolded in Japan. It began with a colossal earthquake, the most powerful ever recorded in Japan's history, registering a magnitude 9.0 on the Richter scale. The earthquake triggered a series of tsunami waves, some reaching heights of over 130 feet, that crashed into Japan's northeastern coastline. The force of the tsunami was staggering, tossing ships inland like toys and leaving a path of utter devastation. The tsunami crippled the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, leading to a catastrophic meltdown. The combined impact of the earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster was nothing short of apocalyptic, with over 15,000 lives lost. On September 19, 1985, at 7:17 a.m., Mexico City was rocked by an 8.1 magnitude earthquake. The city, over 200 miles from the epicenter, faced devastating impacts. Built on an ancient lake bed, it was particularly vulnerable. Buildings swayed violently, collapsing and trapping thousands. Hospitals, schools, and apartments were reduced to rubble. The death toll exceeded 10,000, with many believing it to be higher. And on November 12, 1970, a monstrous storm, a cyclone of unimaginable fury, churned in the Bay of Bengal, packing winds of up to 115 miles per hour and generating a storm surge that reached a staggering 40 feet high. The Bola cyclone roared ashore. Coastal villages were obliterated, their flimsy structures no match for the wind and water's combined wrath. The storm surge swept inland for miles, inundating entire islands and engulfing everything in its path. Estimates vary, but it is believed that between 300,000 to 500,000 souls perished in the Bola cyclone. The cyclone exposed the vulnerability of coastal communities to the fury of nature and highlighted the critical need for early warning systems and disaster preparedness. In the pre-dawn hours of April 18, 1906, as the city of San Francisco slept, a cataclysmic event was about to unfold. At precisely 5:12 a.m., a monstrous earthquake, estimated to be a magnitude of 7.9, ripped through the San Andreas Fault. The earthquake's impact was immediate and devastating. Buildings swayed violently, their foundations crumbling beneath them. As the earth convulsed, gas lines ruptured, igniting fires that quickly spread throughout the city. The tremors had also severed water mains, rendering the fire department helpless to combat the inferno. For 3 days and 3 nights, the fires raged, consuming everything in their path. Over 28,000 buildings were destroyed, including hotels, theaters, and entire neighborhoods. In the heart of the Sunda Strait, nestled between Java and Sumatra, lay Krakatoa, a volcanic island seemingly slumbering. But in 1883, Krakatoa awoke with a roar that reverberated around the world. On August 27, 1883, Krakatoa erupted with unimaginable force. 4 colossal explosions tore the island apart, sending ash and gases miles into the atmosphere. The sound was deafening, heard thousands of miles away. Tsunamis devastated coastal communities. The eruption caused a volcanic winter, lowering global temperatures. In 1931, China faced a natural disaster of unimaginable scale, a deluge forever etched in its history. Catastrophic flooding of the Yangtze, Yellow and Huai rivers transformed them into raging torrents. Waters surged over banks, inundating farmland, villages and cities, catching many off guard. Homes were submerged, forcing inhabitants to seek refuge on rooftops or cling to debris. The 1931 China floods remind us of the devastating consequences of extreme weather and the need for disaster preparedness. In 1815, Mount Tambora, a dormant volcano in Indonesia, erupted with global repercussions. It was the most powerful eruption in recorded history. The eruption began in April 1815 with explosive events. The sound was heard thousands of miles away, and ash darkened skies. The eruption ejected 160 cubic kilometers of material, blocking sunlight. 1816 became the year without a summer, with crop failures and famine. As we've journeyed through these tales of devastation, we've witnessed the raw power of nature, its ability to reshape landscapes and leave an enduring mark on our planet. These natural disasters remind us of the power of nature and the resilience of humanity. The stories of loss and destruction are undeniably heartbreaking, yet they also reveal the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the face of unimaginable adversity, we see acts of courage, compassion, and resilience. Communities come together to rebuild stronger and more connected than before. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content.